Hey guys, it's me, Noah Terranova. I actually realized I don't actually say my name a lot on this channel. I just realized that. Wow. That's besides the point. Weird things about what I say and don't say on this channel aside. If you can't tell by the title, we're going to be doing a quiz today in today's video. Being somebody that covers the NBA draft, I do, think that this is a fitting quiz for me to do for my first ever quiz. And can you name the players taken in the lottery during the last 20 NBA drafts? So that spans back to 2001, the year I was born. There are going to be names I missed, definitely. I know I doubt I'm going to get a perfect score. But we're going to try our best. But if you haven't already, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, be notified whenever I release a video. I make videos just talking about the NBA for the most part. I'm going to be doing more quizzes, more tier lists, more looking at articles as well. So if that interests you, this is the channel for you. Let's try to get 100 likes on this video. I highly doubt we can get that. And again, reminder, we are doing daily uploads in the month of December. So again, if you want consistent basketball content about various things, this is the channel for you. Enough plugging. Let's get into it. We're starting this quiz actually. So 2001, this is going to knock out like a bunch of names as well. It's going to knock at least two, but Kwame Brown's first. Knocked out boys. So we got Kendrick Brown I wasn't going to get, but it also gets Troy Brown and and Jaylen Brown. So there's that. Tyson Chandler, Marc Gasol, Eddie Curry's going to knock out at least. It's going to get me Steph as well. Who was 5? Jason Richardson. Could not tell you 6 from this class. Or 7 probably. But I can tell you Joe Johnson was in this class. I know that for a fact. The guy with Wesley Johnson as well. Joe Johnson, underrated bucket getter. It's going to be interesting to see if he gets into the Hall of Fame because he has the All-Star appearances, but really just doesn't stand out a lot, so you just wouldn't think about it. But interesting to see there. Oh god, who else could I get? I'm going to move on to 2002. Yao Ming, Jason Williams is going to be Darren Williams, and Marvin Williams as well. Mike Dunleavy. I know. Oh, Drew Gooden. I know who number 5 is. I just can't remember his name, so I'm probably just going to take the L on that one. Oh, DeJuan Wagner for 2000. Oh, wow, it's 2002. I could have sworn DeJuan Wagner was 2001. I don't know why. Speaking of 2001, no, that was 2000. Stoudemire I know was here. He's number 10. Grant Butler? Nope. Stoudemire was 9, Butler was 10. I'm going to probably struggle a lot on these older ones, I'm not going to lie. I'm just going to move on. LeBron James, Darko Milicic, one of the most infamous draft busts ever. Although I do think he did have talent. I went back and watched some of his old stuff, and the talent was there. I just think it was an awful situation. I'm not saying that's the sole reason he didn't work out, but I do think that he didn't get a fair chance to because he barely played. He was on a good team. The coach was really against him as well. Carmelo Anthony, Chris Bosh, Dwayne Wade, Chris Kaman, Kirk Heinrich, TJ Ford was in this class. I'm gonna try. I know it's Anders Beatrin, but I don't know how to spell it, so we're probably gonna miss out on a lot of guys just because I know how to spell names. We're gonna move on to what I know. We do have a lot of time. Excuse me, I didn't mean I just bumped into something. Dwight Howard, Emeka Okafor. I'm gonna get Jahlil Okafor as well for that one. Ben Gordon, gonna get Eric Gordon for that one. Sean Livingston. I think in another universe, Livingston might have became a star, but obviously he just had that horrific injury that not only threatened his basketball career, but that threatened his life trajectory. Because I think at one point people thought could he walk again? Like, that was like a real question. And the fact that he was able to play as long as he did coming back from that injury is really impressive. And I never was a fan of the Warriors, like, when they won those titles. It's because, like, I felt like it was unfair, yada, yada, yada. But I was always happy when, like, Son Livingston was able to hold a trophy and get his rings because, you know, it's just really awful what he went through early on. Livingston, who was 5 in this class? I cannot tell you off the top of my head. Let's get Andrew Bogut out of the way. Bogut's like someone you kind of forget was a #1 overall pick. Relatively good career. Maybe not #1 pick worthy, but you know it is. Chris Paul, one of the best point guards ever. Raymond Felton. I feel like he was a solid player for a long time. I know Motel Webster didn't really pan out. Cannot tell you past the 2004. I know more names. I know for a fact Iguodala was in this class. Was Joe Smith? Joe Smith was another. Joe Alexander, not Joe Smith. Joe Smith was like 1995. Joe Alexander was 2008. I'm mixing somebody, and it's gonna bother me. I know who the guy who went after Iguodala is. I just couldn't tell you off the top of my head. And that's actually going to bother me. Let's move on though. Andrea Bargnani, kind of like, he's like one of the better draft busts, because like he was a draft bust, he wasn't good, but you know he had solid years. LaMarcus Aldridge, Adam Morrison, they compared wow, I'll get the Morrison ones out of the way. Morrison, they compared him to Larry Bird, wasn't even close. Tyrese Thomas, Brandon Roy, 6, Randy Foye, and then Rudy Gay. Who's 9? Oh my god. Who was 9? I know who it was too. That's the thing that's bothering me. I know who they are, I just can't remember the names. That's seriously. This is seriously going to bother me now. Let's just move on. Greg Oden, another career unfortunately ruined by injuries. I think he would have been a lot better. That's why I don't really consider him a draft bust. Kevin Durant, Al Horford, Mike Conley, Jeff Green, Eugene. I'm not gonna actually try to pronounce it. I'm sorry. I don't want to be rude. Corey Brewer had a random 50-point game. I got Ronnie Brewer as well, so I knocked out a name that I wasn't gonna get. That's 7. Who was 8? I know Joakim Noah was 9. Was it Spencer Hawes? Spencer Hawes was 10. I know Thaddeus Young was in this class. Was it AC Law? Wow, I guess that was off a limb. I didn't know that AC Law was in this class. Name sounded familiar, but who was 8? That's gonna bother me. Let's just move on again. Try to get as many as possible. Michael Beasley. Michael Beasley's like, I will believe this. I went back, I watched Kansas State stuff, I watched as much high school stuff as I could find about him. He's one of the most talented basketball players I've ever seen. And, you know, for one reason or another, I'm not going to get into it, he just didn't work out. OJ Mayo's another name. Son May, I wouldn't have gotten, by the way. So, OJ Mayo's another name. These two, I feel like they had the potential to be, like, stars in this league, but they just never panned out for, like, really more off-court reasons than on-court reasons. OJ Mayo was, like, a relatively good three-point shooter as well, but with Beasley, I still maintain, like, he was, like, one of the better, like, youth basketball players ever. I thought he had the talent to be one of the better players in the league, one of the better scorers, like, the game's ever seen, and it just kind of sucks that it didn't pan out. Both of these guys had, you know, solid careers, I would say, overall. They averaged double digits for a while, and, you know, did they live up to top 3 billing? No, but, like, they still were, like, very good players. Like, if you can average double digit points in this league, I still believe, like, you did something in the league if you could do what they were able to do, even if you didn't live up to the draft billing or even come close to it. But that's besides the point. I'm wasting time. Russell Westbrook, Kevin Love, back UCLA guys, Danilo Gallinari, DJ Augustin. I thought it was an E at the end. Guess not. Brooke Lopez was in this class. Past that, I know the top 10. I just couldn't tell you anything past that. This one I should get almost all of it though. Blake Griffin, Hakeem Thabit, James Harden. Just I know like people talk about the beat pick, but like it made sense why they didn't take someone like Harden or Curry, because they drafted Mike Conley, who looked really good. OJ Mayo was coming off a rookie season where he averaged like 18, almost 19 points, and it was like a 44, 38, like 88 shooting split guy. So like there was no reason to draft a guard at the time. Speaking of Memphis though, we have Tyreke Evans, who won Rookie of the Year, put LeBron numbers. Never really lived up to his rookie season. If he panned out the way you would expect someone to after the rookie year that he had, and he got better and better, we're talking about one of the better players of his generation, but this wasn't the case. Still a relatively good player though, I would say that. So, not the worst thing like in the world, but like, and again, had an amazing year in Memphis where he was just awesome. But, it is what it is. It was a pretty, I would say, a slightly above average career, given his draft slot. We got Ricky Rubio. Ricky Rubio basically was Luka before Luka, it felt. But, it didn't work out that way. I still think he was worth the fifth pick. I still think he's still going to have Steph Curry. Johnny Flynn had actually a solid rookie year. Then the injuries just kind of caught up to him, and he never was the same after that. Flamed out of the league. But Rubio, go watch one of his U16 games. He had 50 points, 20 rebounds, and had 10 assists or something like that. It was insane. I had a near quad dub or something when he was 15 or 16, and people compared him to Pete Maravich. He was the real deal. I understood why he went as high as he did in the draft. Jordan Hill, don't know much about his career. Never really stuck out, I guess. DeMar DeRozan, one of the better mid-range scorers of his era. One of the better scoring wings of his era as well. Brandon Jennings, one of basketball's greatest pioneers. I talk about all the time. His decision to go overseas, I believe, is kind of what sparked the whole way the league is now, where guys don't feel like they necessarily have to go to college. I think he played a big part in that. Who else was there? Gerald Henderson was here. Psycho T, Tyler Hands, bro. Was Taj Gibson a lottery pick? No, he wasn't. That's gonna bother me, because I think I know who it is as well. But let's move on. John Wall, Evan Turner, Derek Favors, DeMarcus Cousins. A lot of really good players that were good for their era, but then kind of fell off rather quickly from this class. Ekpe Udoh was here. Who was there? Greg Monroe. Greg Monroe was somebody that was on the Pistons, on the Bucks, got traded for Eric Bledsoe. Really after he got traded from Milwaukee though, he kind of just became a journeyman and has been out of the league for a little while now. Al-Farouq Aminu, who is one of those guys that just stuck around the league for a long time because he's a good role player. Gordon Hayward, Paul George, Cole Aldridge. Patrick Patterson was here. He was picked 14 though. There were two guys here that I know. Oh, Xavier Henry was in this class. Xavier Henry was a beast in 2K11. Never really panned out after that. 13, we'll go back to it if I get a moment. Kyrie Irving. That guy. Tristan Thompson is going to knock out Klay Thompson as well. Gotta be Jason Thompson. I wasn't going to get that guy. Who was after that? Oh god, Val. And this is another one I might have to take the L on, because I don't know how to spell it. JV. No, I'm just gonna. I know it's Jonas Valanciunas. I have no idea how to spell it. I have no idea how to spell it, so I'm just gonna take the L. I'm gonna take a lot of L's on this because I don't know how to spell. I know Biombo was in this class. I know Kemba Walker was in this class. Timothy Fredette. Who was pick 8? Brandon Knight. Brandon Knight, unfortunately, has a lot of lowlights. Jan Vesely was in this class. Vesely. And then Alec Burks. It kind of sucks that I know I should have gotten all of them, because I know it's Jonas Valanciunas. I know for a fact it is. But I just have no idea how to spell it, so that bothers me. But let's move on. Anthony Davis, Michael Kidd, and Davis. We got the full, Michael Kidd Gilchrist, Bradley Beal. Gilchrist was good in college, by the way. He was like the only other freshman to make an All-American team that year. Even though in hindsight you don't take him, I do understand why he went as high. Even with the ugly form, like, he was a great defender. People saw what Kawhi was doing, so I think people thought, like, okay, he could be that. It just never panned out. Dion Waiters, really shocking pick. I don't think people thought he would go that high. We got Thomas Robinson. We got Damian Lillard. We got Terrence Ross. We got Harrison Barnes. So that's gonna get me Scotty Barnes as well. Pick 9, Andre Drummond, Austin Rivers. We got, who's pick 11? Who was pick 11? Oh yeah, that guy. We got Jeremy Lamb. We got Kendall Marshall and John Henson. 2013. We got the most infamous draft bust ever, Anthony Bennett. Go check out the video I did on him. Oladipo, Otto Porter. We got Cody Zeller, Alex Len, Nerlens Noel, Ben McLemore, Caldwell Pope. We have Trey Burke, CJ McCollum, Carter. Probably got a name. I don't know what it is. Carter Williams. We got Steven Adams, Olenek, and Sabaz Muhammad. I have no idea how to spell it. I'm so sorry. Is it Mohammed or Muhammad? Muhammad. Alright, I'm so sorry, I messed that up. So we got 2 down, we got almost 3, we got almost, and again, I count that as an L, because, like, I couldn't spell it correctly, but it is what it is. I'm sorry if I'm close to the mic, I didn't realize I was this close to the mic, guys, so if it's a bit loud, I'm sorry, I'll try to do something about that. We got Wiggins, we got Jabari Parker, we got Joel Embiid. I got power through, I didn't realize I was this far off. Let's just try to get this. Dante Exum, Marcus Smart, Julius Randle, Nick Stauskas, Noah Vonleh was in this class, Alfred Payton, Dario Saric, McDermott, Levine, Warren, Towns, Russell, Hazonia. I thought it was going to be really good. It just never panned out. We have Cauley Stein, Moutier, who I thought would be a stud, never panned out. Kaminsky, Justice Winslow, Lyles. I'm not a big fan of Lyles, to be quite honest with you. Devin Booker, and his teammate, Cameron Payne. 2016, this is the first draft I ever covered, by the way. I got power through Ingram, Bender, Dunn, Heald, Murray, Chris, Jakob. Actually, the one might have to take the L on. Podol. Well, okay, so that's besides the point. Don Maker, Demonis Sabonis, Torian Prince, Papa Giannis, and Denzel Valentine, 2017, Markel Fultz, Lonzo Ball, I'm going to get me LaMelo Ball as well, Jason Tatum, Josh Jackson, who's that, De'Aaron Fox, Jonathan Isaac, we have 1 minute left, fuck, I got power through. Who's that, Evan? Okay, Markkanen, Nit Hurricane, Jack Collins, Luke Kennard, Malik Monk, Donovan Mitchell, and Adebayo. We have, let's go 2018, Ayton, Bagley, Luke Doncic, Bamba, Sexton, Knox, Bridges, Gilgeous-Alexander, let's get to 2019, Williamson, Morant, Barrett, Hunter, Garland, Culver. Fuck. Okay, so I didn't get the final ones. I know the final ones because like these are all drafts I've covered and I have like multiple boards about. I kind of wasted my time. I feel like I would have gotten more on this if I started at the bottom but went to the top. But I decided more of it sounds to go like start with the ones I didn't know. So let's go over the ones I didn't get. I wasn't gonna get him. I know who he was. I just couldn't spell his name. I should have gotten an A. That bothers me. This one doesn't bother me as much. So I got St. Battier and Richard Jefferson. Those ones bother me that I didn't get. Bothers me that I didn't get Nick Collison either, but the other ones I'm not too worried about. So I got Devin Harris, Luol Deng, Robert Swift I should have gotten. Andres Beatrice, I knew who it was. I just couldn't spell his name. I thought it was in 2003, but he was not in that class. Telfair I should have gotten, and Humphries I should have gotten as well. I should have gotten Andrew Bynum, I should have gotten Charlie Villanueva, I should have gotten Channing Frye. I should have gotten Franz Vasquez even, because he's an infamous pick because he's never played in the league. Should have gotten Vedic and Cephalosa, the other ones I'm not too worried about. Probably should have gotten Brandon Wright. Should have gotten Jared Bayless. That's a name I'm kind of disappointed. And Anthony Randolph I should have gotten as well. Disappointed I didn't get those guys. Valanciunas, again, I know who it was. I knew it was Jonas the whole time, but I just couldn't spell it. And again, these ones, I didn't get this because I didn't know. I kind of just took my time and was talking too much. But 75%. Not too bad. You know, I think if I start, I would have gotten all of these if I just started right from the bottom, but I decided to start, just give myself a bit of a challenge. But if you want more quizzes from me, subscribe to the channel. Again, we're doing daily uploads in the month of December, so be on the lookout for more content from me. Go check out my other channels, link to everything in the description below, Twitter, Instagram, whatever. So yeah, that's all I had to say. Have a nice day. We're probably going to try and do better on the next quiz we do.